Hi guys, I'm here to start page 1 of the Serenity 7x9 mini album. So we're doing this page here. So I've got all my pieces cut out and ready. So you will need the tall belly band, the large decorative flip page, main base 1 and 2, and the envelope. And I have all the matching mats all cut out as well, and these are all inked and ready to go. So let's start with our main base. So let's start with doing our scoring. So half an inch there, and half an inch there, and then the belly band, it's also half an inch. If you want a tight belly band, you can just cut these flaps right off. And our flip page. Okay, that flip page is not half an inch. Sorry about that. Just do it at the little points there. And then we come to our envelope. So for this, I find the best thing to do is to put a line on your board, which I'm sure most of you have done, and then just match up the little divots. And you'll do this all the way around. And the last one. Ah, yikes. There we go. Okay, so that's all of the scoring out of the way. So we'll start with the main bases. If you've watched my other videos, you know how to do this. I'm only going to do this for page 1. When we get to the other pages, I'll already have this put together, just to save you time from having to watch me do it again and again. Oh. Now the paper line I'm using this time is Graphic 45. What's it called? Floral Shoppe. I will be adding in some other paper because I don't have the full collection of this. So I will be adding in bits of cardstock and possibly some other decorative paper. And I've lost, oh, there it is. And unfortunately, the cardstock, chances are I won't know what brand it is. I've just pulled it out of my stash, which just seems to continually grow. But when you see a good deal, you gotta take it. Okay, snip this one. And this is really, really quite simple. So we're just going to peel off the tape. I like to put a little bit of glue over top of the tape. Just gives you extra time to get it down and a little bit of added security. especially on your main base, that's going to take some wear and tear. So you're just going to line up your corners. Just like that. The last album I made, I used some Windworld paper, and it was coated, and that paper really does not like the tapes, so I had to go back and re-glue. Most of the album was falling apart. So if you have coated paper, I highly recommend you put a strong glue on over top. So for the next one, you just fold it over. And mine is a little over, so I can just trim that. It's not quite lined up. And that is because of when you score it, you do take away a little bit of the height. You can line it up right to the top, but then your pocket has a little bit more of a pouch effect to it. But that is personal preference. I will just take and trim that off. Perhaps on the next one I will take a 1/16 of an inch off when I do my next kit. This doesn't always happen. It can also just be scoring. So there we have our main base all ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is attach our flip page. And I think I'm going to put it on the top instead of putting it on the inside, because I think you get a much cleaner bend. So same thing, we're going to apply our tape. And we'll add some glue. Tape is not being nice to me today. Okay, so line that up. Oh, way off, girl. Okay. In later pages, I'm going to show you something different to do with these, as far as when you attach it, or before you attach it. Okay, so that is the main base of it. So first thing I'm going to do is glue down the mat on the main base here. And for that, excuse my reach, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. Isn't this gorgeous paper? Both sides. It makes me crazy when I have to cut paper like this and cover it up. you're anything like me, you probably have a stash of paper that you just can't bring yourself to cut. I just pull it out from time to time and look at it and think, no, not yet, can't use it yet. Someday. And that's why I love this glue. Okay, then I'm going to put, well actually maybe I will put down this guy first. Yes, because then I can hide the ends under the main base there, or the mat. Just to make it easier to see, I'm going to put my mat on first. Okay. There we go. We're having an absolutely gorgeous day today without humidity, so I have all my windows open, so I apologize if you hear airplanes or dogs or cars, children. I'm just hoping that the dogs stay home for a while so that it doesn't get my dog going. I find they're like babies. As soon as one starts, they all join in. Okay, I'm going to take these. And this little tool here is just a stamp block that has a handle. Not sure what brand it is. It might be Forever in Time, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't think we need to put glue on this. Try and center it as best you can. It'll come up just a little bit from your edge. Yeah. Come up nice, come up nice. There we go. There. Looks a bit better. And we'll put glue on this, and yeah, it slides right under. Love that paper. Oh, more yellow. Glue balls everywhere now. I really like the edge on this. It reminds me of clouds. which is one of the reasons I called the album Serenity. It's very calm and relaxing, gentle. When you're cutting these out, make sure, did I do it upside down? No. That if you have directional paper, of course now you're not going to go, make sure that your decorative edge is on the right side. Like had I had the decorative edge on this side, my paper would have been upside down. So just make sure that you give it a flip. I should have actually done that at the 1/2 inch, even though it didn't look quite right. So score it at the 1/2 inch, guys. Didn't even check to make sure I put that on nice and straight. Yeah, got lucky there. Okay, I have 2 mats, and I'm going to center on here. Just like that. Not sure what brand this cardstock is. There was a lady in the neighborhood who had a big garage sale with scrapbook supplies. So I bought quite a bit of cardstock off of her. And this was in one of the packages. So, and she had just taken and made up packages. So I really don't know what brand it is. But it is a nice ivory. It's a nice thing with having the machine to cut this out. You know they're going to be the exact same size. Goodness, glue. It's distracting me. Whoopsie. I just have the worst luck when it comes to glues and tapes, and I just get in such a mess. Oh, and look at this. Look at that. Oh, goodness. So now, let's do our envelope. So it's pretty basic. I'm just going to fold on all of your creases. Going to put just a wee bit of, just a thin 1/8 inch score tape. Oopsie. Along that edge. And I try to keep it a little bit away from that corner, just to be on the safe side. And just fold that down. I'm going to get that hair out of there. Ah, stuck onto the tape. Well, ends up with this album is going to have a little bit of my DNA in there. Hi guys, I had a little glitch with my camera, so you didn't miss really anything. I cut a mat out of a piece of scrap. It's not an additional mat that comes in the kit, so I just basically eyeballed it and put a little mark. So I put that on. I added this, which comes from the paper line, and it's their really super light tags and pockets. So I took that from there, and I put, where's the sticker? Nope, it's from this one. And I put some of the double-sided foam tape on it just to raise it up a little bit, but it can still be used as a scrap, as a tuck spot. So you can still put a photo under there and it won't be in the way. And then for the envelope, there is a mat for here, but I chose not to use that one. I just put the mat on this one, and I used a Velcro closure. So the invisible one's here, and then with this one I just used a black Sharpie marker to cover over it, and then I take a scrap piece of paper and just dab it to get rid of any excess before closing it. And I just tuck it under there. And on the front, it was just putting on the mat. And you can see where my mat, this is a little bit larger because I didn't score right at the 1/2 inch, so please score at the 1/2 inch. Even though it looked funny, it has to be at the 1/2 inch. And this is the decorative corner that comes with the SVG files. And I did it in black, and then I used this same paper to do the shadow layer, and I cut it out. And then this is just one of the cards from the ephemera pack. There we are. Journaling and ephemera pack cards, yes. And it just tucks right in there. So that is page 1. And here is a sneak peek at what we're going to do for pages 2 and 3. So I will be back shortly with this video. Have a great day.